Picture this. You've just had a long, exhausting day at work. You finally pull into your driveway, trudge up the steps, and turn the key in the lock. As the door swings open, who is sitting there waiting for you? It's not your spouse. It's not your kids. It's your cat, sitting perfectly still, staring at you like a tiny, judgmental gargoyle, waiting for the password. Or maybe they are instantly weaving between your legs, screaming at the top of their lungs as if they haven't seen you in 47 years. We've all been there. But have you ever stopped to wonder? Why? Do you think they do it out of the goodness of their hearts? Are they secretly plotting your demise? Or did their internal clock just remind them that the magical food portal has arrived? Today, we are cracking the code on this adorable behaviour. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what your fluffy tyrant is trying to communicate. But first, let's do a quick roll call. Drop into the comments right now and tell me, what is the name of the furry hooligan waiting at your door? Before we dive into the juicy secrets of the feline mind, we need to talk a little bit about where our cats come from. Even though they look incredibly cute sleeping in an Amazon box or chasing a red laser dot, beneath that soft fur beats the heart of an apex predator. Ancestors of our domestic house cats were solitary desert hunters. They didn't hang out in packs, they didn't have welcome committees, and they certainly didn't throw parties when another cat showed up. So, the fact that your modern-day mini panther actively chooses to greet you is actually a huge evolutionary leap. It's a completely unique behaviour, tailored specifically for their life with humans. Over thousands of years of domestication, or, let's be honest, them domesticating us, cats have developed a complex language of meows, tail flicks, and headbutts purely to communicate with their giant, clumsy, hairless roommates. When your cat meets you at the door, it's not a random accident. It is a highly calculated, biologically driven event mixed with a healthy dose of modern feline sass. Let's kick things off with the most obvious, brutally honest reason, and the one every cat parent secretly knows, the starving artist routine. Let's not kid ourselves. Often, the reason your fluffy dictator is sitting by the door, looking like an absolute angel, is pure, unadulterated hunger. They aren't looking at you. They are looking at the magical can opener that just walked into the house. Think about it. You've been gone for 8 hours. To a cat, that is roughly 42 years of starvation, even if their bowl is literally overflowing with dry kibble. Because as we all know the golden rule of cat physics, if there is a tiny, millimetre-wide empty circle visible in the middle of the food bowl, the bowl is considered completely empty, and they're on the absolute brink of starvation. Their enthusiastic greeting at the door, complete with dramatic meows and leg rubbing, is often just an aggressive escort mission to guide you directly to the kitchen. They're telling you, "Great, the staff is home. Now clock in and serve the wet food, peasant." Now let's talk about their absolute superpower, feline radar ears. Have you ever wondered how your cat magically appears at the door exactly as you turn the knob? It's not a coincidence, and they aren't psychic. Cats possess some of the most phenomenal hearing in the animal kingdom. Their cone-shaped ears function like high-tech satellite dishes, capable of rotating independently to zero in on the exact source of a sound. They can hear a mouse rustling in the walls, so they can absolutely hear the specific rumble of your car's engine pulling into the driveway from a block away. They can differentiate the sound of your footsteps on the pavement from those of your neighbour. By the time you are fishing your keys out of your pocket, your cat has already been sitting at the door for 2 minutes, waiting for you to complete your agonisingly slow human entry process. They are greeting you simply because their super senses alerted them to your arrival way before you even reached the property line. Reason number 3 is all about the feline forensic scent investigation. When you walk through that door, you aren't just bringing yourself home. You are bringing a rich tapestry of smells from the outside world, and your cat is the lead detective. Notice how the first thing they do is intensely sniff your shoes, your pant legs, and your bags. They are downloading all the data from your day. Where have you been? Did you go to the supermarket? Did you step in something interesting? And most importantly, did you pet another animal? Oh yes, they know. If you dared to pet a dog, or worse, another cat on your way home, your cat's sophisticated olfactory system will detect that betrayal instantly. Their greeting at the door is actually a thorough customs checkpoint. They need to verify your travels, ensure you haven't brought any rival predators into their domain, and judge you silently for whatever questionable scent decisions you made while outside of their supervision. Moving on to the fourth reason, the aggressive reclamation of property. Have you noticed that during this door greeting, your cat is practically trying to break your ankles by weaving through your legs and aggressively headbutting your shins? This isn't just them being clumsy, this is strategic scent marking. Cats have scent glands located on their cheeks, chin, and the base of their tails. When you leave the house, your scent dissipates, and you pick up all those foreign odours we just talked about. To a cat, this is unacceptable. You are their property. By rubbing against you vigorously the second you step inside, they are physically reapplying their pheromones to your body. It's the feline equivalent of putting a giant, invisible property of fluffy sticker right on your forehead. They are overriding all the weird outside smells and proudly claiming you back as their own. It's an act of ownership disguised as a loving embrace. You don't own the cat owns you, and this is their daily reminder. Let's bust a massive myth for reason number 5. Pure, unadulterated affection. Yes, you heard that right. Despite the running joke that cats are cold, calculating sociopaths who only tolerate us for food, science actually proves otherwise. Studies have shown that cats form deep, secure attachments to their human caregivers, very similar to the way dogs and even human babies do. When you are gone all day, your cat genuinely misses your presence. You are their source of comfort, security, and warmth. When they greet you at the door with a little trill or a soft meow, it is often a genuine expression of joy that their favourite giant is finally home. They might not aggressively wag their tail and tackle you to the floor like a golden retriever, but that gentle purring and the slow blinking they give you from the entryway is their way of saying, I missed you, and I'm legitimately happy you survived the outside world today. So yes, beneath that aloof exterior is a tiny heart full of love. Reason number 6 brings us to the mysterious greeting trill. Pay close attention to the specific sound your cat makes when you open the door. It's rarely a demanding, harsh meow. More often, it's a short, musical, rolling sound, almost like a brrrp or a chirp. This is known as a trill, and it's a very special vocalization. Mother cats use this exact sound to greet their kittens and tell them to follow her. When your adult cat uses a trill on you at the door, it is an incredibly high compliment. They are using their most affectionate motherly vocabulary to say hello. It signifies excitement, happiness, and a desire to interact. Interestingly, cats almost never use meows to communicate with other adult cats. Meowing is a language they developed almost exclusively for humans. But the trill? That's an instinctual sign of deep familial affection. So, if you get a brrrp at the door, consider yourself officially part of the feline family. Have you ever considered that your cat is just incredibly, mind-numbingly bored? That's reason number 7. Think about your cat's environment while you are at work. Unless they have a furry sibling to wrestle with, the house is completely static. The furniture doesn't move, the toys are exactly where they left them, and nothing exciting has happened for 9 straight hours. Then suddenly, the door opens, and you walk in. You are the ultimate entertainment centre. You make noises, you move things around, you open crinkly bags, and most importantly, you have the power to operate the laser pointer and the feather wand. Their greeting at the door is often a burst of pent-up energy. They are essentially saying, finally, the amusement park is open. Let the games begin. This is why many cats will greet you at the door and then immediately get a case of the zoomies, sprinting down the hallway at Mach 3. They are just thrilled that the dull part of their day is officially over. Reason number 8 involves the feline internal clock, which is honestly more accurate than a Swiss watch. Cats are creatures of extreme routine. They thrive on predictability and schedule. Their bodies are deeply attuned to circadian rhythms and the subtle cues of the household. If you come home from work at 5:30 p.m. every single day, your cat's internal clock registers that. By 5:25 p.m., their body is already anticipating your arrival. The door greeting becomes a deeply ingrained part of their daily schedule. It's an expected event on their itinerary, right between afternoon nap on the warm laundry and evening grooming session. This is why, if you come home unusually late, or if daylight saving time messes up the schedule, your cat might seem visibly confused or even annoyed when you finally walk in. You violated the sacred timeline. They were at the door at the correct hour, and you were late for your own greeting appointment. Let's look at the 9th reason, the elevator butt and what it really means. When you walk in and reach down to pet your cat, do they immediately lower their front half and stick their rear end straight up into the air? While it might seem a bit rude or comical to us humans, the elevator butt is actually one of the highest forms of feline politeness. In the cat world, sniffing each other's rear ends is the equivalent of a polite handshake and a friendly "how do you do?" By presenting their back end to you when you walk through the door, they are showing extreme vulnerability and trust. They are essentially offering you their feline business card and inviting you to participate in a polite, species-appropriate greeting. Of course, you don't have to literally sniff them, but giving them a good scratch right at the base of the tail validates their greeting. It tells them, "Yes, I acknowledge your polite hello, good sir." Reason number 10 is a bit more concerning. Separation anxiety. While we love knowing our cats miss us, sometimes the door greeting is a sign of underlying stress. If your cat doesn't just greet you, but actively yowls, clings to you, refuses to let you walk, or exhibits destructive behaviour while you're gone, their door waiting might be fueled by anxiety rather than just affection. Some cats become incredibly stressed when their primary human leaves their territory. The moment you walk back in, they are experiencing a massive release of tension. They are literally panicking, saying, "Oh my God, I thought you were gone forever. The house was so scary. Never leave me again." If your cat's greeting feels frantic rather than friendly, and they shadow your every step for hours after you get home, it might be worth looking into environmental enrichment or talking to a vet about easing their separation anxiety. Now for reason 11, the grocery bag inspection checkpoint. This is a very specific type of greeting. If you walk through the door empty-handed, you might get a quick headbutt. But if you walk through the door carrying crinkly plastic bags or brown paper sacks, suddenly you're the most popular person on the planet. Cats are highly opportunistic, and they have learned through association that those bags sometimes contain the holy grail. Cat treats, fresh wet food, or perhaps a new toy. But even if the bags only contain human food, cats are obsessed with the novelty. New items in their territory must be thoroughly investigated. Furthermore, empty bags provide premium real estate for hiding and playing. So, their enthusiastic greeting at the door might have absolutely nothing to do with you, and everything to do with the glorious, crinkly treasures you brought into their kingdom. You are merely the pack mule delivering their entertainment. Reason number 12 dives into breed-specific behaviours. Did you know that not all cats are created equal when it comes to door greetings? If you have a Siamese, an Oriental Shorthair, or a Sphinx, you are likely experiencing highly vocal, almost dog-like greetings. These breeds are famously extroverted and demand to be involved in every single aspect of your life. They will yell at you the moment the key turns. On the other hand, breeds like the Ragdoll or the Maine Coon might offer a more laid-back greeting, perhaps a soft chirp and a flop onto the floor directly in your walking path. Some breeds have been selectively bred for generations to be highly companionable. If you have one of these Velcro cats, their door greeting is simply a manifestation of their genetics. They are hardwired to be socially dependent on you. They literally cannot help themselves. Their DNA demands that they welcome you home like a returning war hero. Let's explore reason 13, displacement behaviour and the classic scratching post sprint. Have you ever walked in the door, made eye contact with your cat, and instead of coming to you, they immediately sprint to their nearest scratching post and start aggressively tearing at it while looking over their shoulder at you? This is absolutely a greeting. It's called displacement behaviour. When your cat sees you, they experience a sudden surge of emotional energy and excitement. It's overwhelming for their little nervous system. They don't quite know what to do with all that joy, so they redirect that energy into a physical outlet, scratching. It's their way of blowing off steam. By scratching vigorously, they are also releasing pheromones from the glands in their paws, marking their territory out of pure happiness that you are back in it. So don't be offended if they ignore your hand and attack the sisal rope. It means they are thrilled to see you. Reason 14 is the bring a gift greeting, and this one can be either adorable or horrifying. Sometimes your cat isn't just waiting at the door, they are waiting at the door with an item in their mouth. If you are lucky, it's their favourite stuffed mouse or a crinkle ball. They are saying, "Look, I brought my favourite thing to share with my favourite person. Let's play." However, if you have a cat with outdoor access or a house with a pest problem, that gift might be biological. A dead spider, a traumatised moth, or a thoroughly deceased mouse. While it's gross to us, in the cat world, this is the ultimate sign of respect and familial care. In the wild, cats bring prey back to their family members who are weak or poor hunters. Yes, your cat thinks you are a terrible, clumsy hunter who is incapable of catching a simple mouse. They are waiting at the door to provide for you. Be grateful, even if you have to fake it while getting the paper towels. For reason 15, we must address the multi-cat household dynamics. If you have more than one cat, the door greeting becomes a highly political event. Who gets to the door first? Who gets to rub against your right leg versus your left leg? The door greeting in a multi-cat home is a display of social hierarchy. The alpha or most confident cat will usually be front and centre, claiming the prime greeting real estate and the first head scratches. The shyer cats might hang back on the stairs or watch from the back of the couch, waiting for their turn. When you walk in, you are witnessing a delicate balance of feline politics. They are re-establishing their pecking order based on who gets the first interaction with the beloved human resource. Acknowledging this hierarchy by greeting the door manager first can actually help keep the peace in your fluffy kingdom. Reason 16 is pure Pavlovian conditioning. Sometimes we have trained our cats to greet us without even realising it. Think about your own behaviour when you walk in the door. You probably drop your keys, use a high-pitched baby voice, bend down, and immediately give your cat high-quality affection, or maybe even a welcome home treat. Cats are incredibly smart, associative learners. They quickly realise door opens plus human appears equals instant attention and snacks. You have successfully conditioned them to perform the greeting behaviour. If one day you walked in, completely ignored them, and went straight to bed, they would be utterly shocked because the established contract was broken. They wait at the door because you have taught them it is the most profitable location in the house at that specific time of day. It's a beautiful, self-sustaining loop of mutual training. Let's talk about reason 17, the belly trap greeting. You open the door, your cat looks at you, takes 2 steps, and immediately flops onto their side, exposing their glorious fluffy belly. It looks like the ultimate invitation for a belly rub, right? Proceed with caution. While exposing the belly is a massive sign of trust, they are showing you their most vulnerable organs. It is not always an invitation for physical contact. For many cats, this greeting means, I trust you so much that I can be completely relaxed and defenceless in your presence. But the moment you reach down to rub that forbidden fluff, the bear trap snaps shut, and you are suddenly wrestling with 4 sets of magnificent murder mittens. They are happy to see you, but they want you to admire the belly with your eyes, not your hands. Learning to read whether your cat's flop is a request for pets or just a display of trust is a crucial survival skill for any cat owner. Reason 18 is fascinating. The feline vibe check. Believe it or not, cats are incredibly adept at reading human facial expressions and body language. When you walk through the door, your cat is doing a quick scan of your emotional state. Are your shoulders slumped? Are you sighing? Are you moving quickly and frantically? Your cat picks up on all of these subtle cues. If you come home highly stressed or upset, you might notice your cat's greeting changes. Some cats will become incredibly clingy and purr loudly, acting as a furry therapy nurse. Purring actually has healing frequencies. Other cats might sense your chaotic energy and choose to greet you from a safe distance, deciding that you need a minute to chill out before they approach. They wait at the door to assess the emotional weather you are bringing into the house, and they adjust their behaviour accordingly. Reason number 19 has to do with changes in the environmental security. If you live with other people or if maintenance workers or guests were in the house while you were gone, your cat's door greeting takes on a new urgency. Cats are territorial security guards. If something unusual happened in the home during your absence, a loud noise outside, a strange person walking through, your cat might be waiting at the door to essentially file an incident report. They need their primary human, the ultimate protector of the territory, to verify that everything is okay. You might notice them acting skittish, pacing between you and a specific room, or meowing with a different, more urgent tone. They are saying, "Hey, the mailman dropped a heavy package and the dog next door barked for an hour. I need you to do a perimeter check immediately." They are looking to you for reassurance that their sanctuary is still safe. Finally, reason number 20, the transition ritual. For both you and your cat, the door greeting is a vital psychological transition. For you, it's the moment you leave the stress of the outside world behind and enter your safe haven. For your cat, it's the moment their solitary, quiet day transforms into their active, social evening. The greeting is the bridge between these two states. It's a shared ritual that solidifies your bond. By taking just a few seconds to acknowledge them, to offer a finger for them to sniff, to give them a quick scratch behind the ears, or to speak to them in that embarrassing baby voice we all use, you are honouring that ritual. You are confirming that no matter what happened out there in the big scary world, in here, you are a team. The door greeting is the daily renewal of the contract between human and feline, and it is absolutely vital for their emotional well-being. And there you have it, fellow cat parents. Now you know exactly what is going on inside that mysterious, fluffy head of theirs when they meet you at the door. From demanding their dinner and investigating your scent, to performing complex displacement behaviour and showing you genuine, heartwarming affection, their greetings are anything but simple. Even when they are just treating us like giant clumsy can openers or trying to trip us in the hallway, we wouldn't trade these moments for anything in the world. Because let's face it, coming home to a house without a cat waiting at the door is just an empty house. If this video helped you understand your tiny tiger a little better, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more amazing feline secrets, and definitely share this with anyone who is owned by a cat. Before you go, I have one last question for you. Does your cat bring you weird gifts at the door? And if so, what is the strangest thing they've ever brought you? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.